Say happy what? Tuesday, y'all. We are Fit Beauties Talk. I'm your host, Kfitbarbie. We have Sonia.
Another Kfitbarbie.
And we have Houston down below.
Okay, Houston here. What's up,
Yeah,
y'all?
we have special guests tonight, y'all. Vania, she's an IFBB Bikini Pro. And we about to let her in the chat.
All right. Vania.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, girl. Hey.
Hey,
Hi, guys.
how are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm good.
Thank you for coming on. We're just going to do a quick introduction so you can let the people know your name and credential.
Which credential are we talking about? Bodybuilding or?
Yes, bodybuilding.
Okay, my name is Vania Auguste. I am IFBB Bikini Pro and Olympian, 3-time Olympian.
Ooh.
Hey, girl.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me, ladies.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So we know that you're getting ready for the Arnold.
Yes.
Okay, your volume is slightly
Yeah.
Low?
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So we know you're getting ready for the Arnold. How was it getting the news? Because I know the Arnold, they always send an email out, stating who's going to be on the list. How was like your reaction when you first seen your name?
Well, they didn't send us an email. We find out on Instagram. They posted on Instagram first.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and then the email came after. And I was at the gym working out that day. And I remember Friday night, they were like, okay, we're going to post it on Friday. No, Thursday night, I was like praying. I was like, okay, God, like, if it meant to be, it meant to be. I pray about it. I'm like, all right. And Friday morning, I woke up and I didn't see like nothing. I went on their page, nothing. And I'm like, no one tagged me. I'm like, all right, so nothing. And I went to the gym and I was working out with one of my clients. And all of a sudden, one of my friend, she tagged me. And when I knew instantly.
Oh,
and then
okay.
when I clicked on it, I saw my name and I just started screaming. Like, and then I started crying after that. Like, I just couldn't help it.
That's exciting.
Congratulations on that. That is like a huge accomplishment and something to add to your resume. I think I did get a glimpse of you crying at the gym. And I was like, that isn't emotional. But I was like, did she just find out as well? Because that was odd. Like, they didn't tell you guys first.
Yes.
So
I found out
when everybody else found out. Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then I was like screaming and, like the guy in we usually were that time. So they all were like, congratulations. I'm like screaming, congratulations. And then all of a sudden I just couldn't with the video that I posted on Instagram. And then he came up to me and gave me I was like, I don't even know why I'm crying because I was so excited. Yeah, but it was like real.
Are you more excited about this than Olympia? Like, I mean, I know this is your first Arnold, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, like, do you feel like the more pressure this being an Arnold's than Olympia?
Oh, I think I'm more this one because this is like more like an invite.
Mm-hmm.
Like you have to apply for, literally like applying for a job. You got to tell what makes you like the best, like what was separate from everybody else and why you want to be on that stage. And then they pick it to invite. So I think this one is it's like I'm very excited about it. And then on top of that, I got a set to go on in the UK, and I was like, "What is going on? Like, in 1 year?
That's crazy, though."
Yes.
Yeah.
But honestly, to me, like, you've definitely been bringing it since you started competing. Mm-hmm. Every year, your physique is getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and every time you step on stage, your package, is incredible.
Thank
So
you.
clearly, you keep showing up and showing up and showing up. Look, girl, we're all rooting for you. That's all I say.
Clearly, you're well deserving
Like,
of
I
it.
definitely.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Thank
I
you.
would just like to let everyone know kind of your rap sheet because you are a three-time Olympian, but it just didn't happen for you right away.
No.
So can you tell us a little bit about that journey?
So I started competing in 2015. I
Oh,
think my
wow.
first show was back in Brooklyn. It's like my first show, and then after that, I moved to Tennessee, completely 360,
Yes.
Okay.
like culture shock and stuff. But then when I got to Tennessee, the bodybuilding world was really so like found the community, and I started competing in Tennessee. And in 2019, when I turned pro, but
Okay.
I would say it was between 2015 and 2017 I did, but it like my mind wasn't ready.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
I was just doing it because I looked good on stage, so
You
the end
do.
result. But I was cheating on my diet like crazy. Yeah. It
I
was
mean, I feel like
bad.
that's a given. That's a given. I feel like everybody has to really make that decision when that
Yeah.
crossover. Like, all right, we're in the sport,
Yeah.
but when are we going to start taking it seriously?
Yeah.
And I mean, during the past couple of years, I can definitely tell that you've been taking it seriously. So, I mean, clearly, you're doing something right. And
Yeah.
even your posing is amazing.
Thank
Always,
you.
Your
though.
posing
Always.
has
No,
went.
it was too sassy at first. It was just like,
I
girl, calm
personally love
down.
it just because it makes you stand out. So it's something
Thank
for us
you.
to look forward to. I mean, we all have that basic routine, but the people that kind of stand out, maybe coming from a dancer background or some kind of
Mhm.
performing arts background. So we just, when you come on stage, we're like,
Yeah, I mean, we ready for
okay,
ready for like, okay, what is she gonna do today? But regardless, if you're saying like, you had to work at it, but it's still fresh, it's new, it's exciting. Like you still have that sass on stage that just gives it separates you from everyone else, and I can definitely
Thank
see
you.
the growth when you were saying that it was whatever before. I mean, but whatever it was before, I can definitely tell that you've worked at it every time. So that's great to see.
Thank you.
my
Yeah.
question is,
The development in the competitor is really good.
but why did you change the posing? Do you feel like you needed to tone it down? Did you ever get that feedback to tone it down, or was it just a decision you made on your own?
I think it was my decision. No judges ever said like tone it down. If anything, they like, I love your posing. But I just remember like when I turned pro, like I turned pro in 2019. It happened in 2019 finally after my sixth national show. So it takes a long time. I know some people that, they turn pro right away, and there are others that's like done more than six national shows before they turn pro. So when I turned pro, I kind of at that time I started changing up my routine. Before that, I did Junior USA that year. Before that, I placed six. And when I look at myself on stage, it was super sassy. Like I couldn't like I couldn't hold that front pose at that back because I was moving so much.
Mm-hmm.
And then 6 weeks later, I did junior natch and I calmed down, slow it down. I got my pro card and I was like, okay, maybe I need to start doing this. And as I became a pro, I started looking at the girls. I'm like, okay, they're not that sassy, but I still want to show my sassiness, but like with more control. Where like when I hit the front pose, the judge can see my front pose. Like when I hit the back pose, they can see it versus like the fidgeting and all of that. So that's why I changed it personally.
Okay. And do you teach your clients that, or?
I do. I
Okay.
do. The one that wants to be sassy, like if they want to have that little sassiness in them, I was like, you just got to know certain time to tone it down, certain time to bring it up. Like when you hit in your front pose, you want to hit that front pose.
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't want to do too much hair flip. You don't want to do too much, like none of that. Like hit the front pose. The judge is trying to see that front pose. When you get in that back pose, hit that back pose. Your transition down, we can add that little flair in it. We can add that sassiness in it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I jumped the gun a little bit there. So, Vanya, I know you are a posing coach as well. Is there anything else that you do in conjunction to that?
So I just started coaching, I would say May, because I
Oh,
quit my teaching
congrats.
job. Yes. What did you
Hey,
say?
we can't hear you.
You still a teacher?
I was a teacher.
Oh, okay.
You was a teacher, so you no longer teach.
Yeah, I no longer teach. So May was like my last year. I was with that school for 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is there a particular team you're on or that you coach on, or you coach for yourself?
No, Kim coached me. Body by O coached me.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have my own coaching client.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which was enough to make you leave your teaching job, is what I'm saying.
Well, not posing was what was it.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Posing.
awesome.
I had so many posing clients that it was too much, like going to work, competing, prepping myself, getting ready for show, and then post client, whether it was online or in person, doing posing workshop, trying to put my posing clinic, attend different posing workshop. It was just, I really had no time for myself.
That is awesome. I love that. I mean, I know a lot of people that are still having, their day job and still competing. So, this sport have a lot of opportunities for, competitors that are at that high level to do, have their own business, basically.
It does. And take your time, know when it's the right time, and save.
Save. Great, go find a protein powder.
What do you feel like your biggest struggle was, that crossover between not just being pro, but actually moving into like this Olympian?
I think conditioning was my biggest struggle. Like when the judges would say, come in leaner, I was like, what do you mean leaner? I mean, I thought I was leaner, but that was not even close to being leaner.
Right,
How when you get to a certain point where you lean, you're like, okay, this is it. But then you really can get leaner than that. Like, long as you keep pushing yourself, But conditioning was like a hard thing for me. Or lean, when they say you need to get leaner, you need to be more conditioned. I was like, what are you guys talking about? I mean, I can see my tummy. They're not as shizzle as the other girl, but I can see my abs. And, one day I just decided I hired a new coach. It was under Ryan that I turned
Pro.
Not pro.
You go
Olympian.
Olympia. Right. I got qualified for the Olympia.
Okay.
But my coach before that was Ryan, and I turned pro under him. So it was two
Right. Okay.
Oh.
It was two Ryan. But when I switched to the other Ryan and I qualified under him, I remember cardio was a little bit different. I started running. But before I was there running, I was doing the Stairmaster.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, no, ma'am. I could have told you that. You got to run. You got to run, boo.
No, I would know, but I run my pro card during the Stairmaster. I used to do the Stairmaster all the time.
You know what? I would have never thought that you would be on the Stairmaster.
Me either, at all.
No, I'm still on the Stairmaster, y'all. I run in the morning, in the afternoon, I do the Stairmaster. I'll take the Stairmaster anytime before I do the treadmill. It's just I can't just walk on the tread. It's just too boring for me.
Okay.
Not walk on a treadmill, but the stairs. I mean, I don't think I walked much, but I did run. I ran a lot.
Yeah, I ran a lot. I've run more than the Stairmaster.
Well, I did intervals on the Stairmaster, so it was kind of like running.
Intervals on stairs.
Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah.
Okay.
Girl.
But when I switched to Ryan, I started running in the morning. I was like really running like 2 miles, 3 miles. And I would do the Stairmaster later on. And I started noticing the difference. And I remember Ryan was like, when I did my first pro under him, it was the first time I hit 111.
Well, tell the people how tall you are.
I'm 5'2.5". Don't forget the 0.5.
5'2.5".
That's what I be telling you. Don't forget the quarters. Don't forget the quarters.
So where do you feel like your best physique, like that range, like weight range? I mean, weight doesn't matter, but kind of like, what was your leanest on stage that you felt was your best? At 5'5", 5'2.5".
5'2". Oh my God. I would say 108.
Okay.
Yeah, 108. But I've been like 106 this season and last season. And I still like it, but sometimes I feel like I miss like getting that fullness.
That fullness.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah.
So let's ask K-Fit, because you know she's done a lot of coaching. Of course, she's turned me pro. Yay!
Yeah.
But
Turned me pro. Hey.
but but Kay, with Vanya, because I know you kind of know numbers well too, and with her being 5'2" and a half, you
Tiny.
said,
Mhm.
what would that weight look like to you for?
Can you hear me?
I can hear
Can you hear
you.
me? Okay, good.
Okay,
I'm
you
making sure.
know.
So you're 5'2" and you say you're 111?
No, not anymore. If I'm sorry about that.
She said her lowest weight was 106.
106.
108 and 106 and 108.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would go with, 106.
Yeah, I was thinking the same too.
Yeah.
Uh,
So it's gonna
But
put
I
you
was
right.
106. I was 106 all year every time I hit the stage. But
Yeah.
I was 106 for the Olympia, and they said I was too conditioned. I mean, looking at the picture, I was.
Well, I think you have to also know your athlete. So maybe if it was the first time competitor, it's different, but you do carry a lot of muscle. Like
Mhm.
you do, especially your upper body, you do have a lot of muscle. So I can see the leaner you get, you will be more striated with that drier
Yeah.
look. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like something we have to definitely pay attention to going to the Arnold, because I think we nailed it at Pittsburgh. I think the first show when I did Charlotte Cup, when I won Charlotte Cup, I think we nailed it. But at Pittsburgh, I like lean, especially it was a 2-day show. The second day, I dropped 2 pounds overnight.
Oh, wow.
And even with like fill me back up, you can tell like when you look at my picture from Friday to Saturday, my glutes were not the same. We're not the
They
same.
weren't popping, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And sometimes
so
it's
did you
kind
do?
of it's so hard to kind of hold that too, especially a 2-day show, because I mean, of course, I went pro at the Arnold, and I think we went on Tuesday, and then I had to go back on Saturday. So I had to hold my body from Tuesday all the way to Saturday. And by the time I got on stage Saturday, I was so dehydrated and dried and
Did you
lying
work,
out.
did you work out, Sonia? Did you like get a
No.
pump in?
Not at all. No.
Not work out, but did you like get a pump in?
No, I couldn't get a pump. I was so tiny. I could have just.
What did you do? Did you
go
just like
into a
rest?
Hmm?
What did you do? Did you just rest until it was Saturday?
Yeah, I pretty much just stayed on my diet. I rested, and then just kind of walked around convention center to kind of see, it was like my first time there, but you just kind of follow your plan because you don't really know, I mean, at that time, everybody was like, oh, you're going to win the show. And I'm like, I don't know where I am, what I'm doing. Like, I'm so lightheaded. I'm so tired. I'm so exhausted, but we just kind of followed the plan all the way through.
Wow,
I would never do a 2-day show again. I mean, that was like a 4-day show, but I would never do a 2-day show. It's just not.
When I turned pro, it was a 2-day show too.
So what are the things that you do to like prepare for a show?
Like the day before or the week before?
We can do
the week before.
Yeah. The week before.
I started exfoliating. I would say Friday. I started doing it, and I do like to use brown sugar and coconut oil. That's like my go-to.
Okay.
I love it. Yeah.
At least she gonna smell good. It look
good on that skin tone.
At least she gonna smell good because some of them don't smell good. So
Okay. So question. What made you start competing?
An ex-boyfriend.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, well, it was like I went to the gym, you know how you have those long hours between classes in college. So I started going to the gym just to go to the gym. Like if I didn't have dance class, I'm like, all right, I'll go to the gym and do something until my next class. And noticed that I started going to the gym. He said, hey, you should think about bodybuilding. He showed me, and he started showing me like certain way that people eat. Okay, maybe I could do this. And I started eating during my research, going to the gym right after work. I started going to the gym, and then we nasty breakup, really bad. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna show you that I can get on that stage.
I know that's right.
Was he a competitor at that time?
Nope.
No.
But you know what I'm thinking. But even when you started though, the look was different. That's
2015.
when
Definitely
that's when
was.
Ashley was still competing. Y'all remember Bianca?
Okay, weren't you competing in 2015?
Bianca, I think Bianca was still like competing around that time. The look was different. The look has definitely changed.
Yeah,
What
I
did you
think
say?
Kay was in bikini in 2015. I didn't start till 2016. So,
The look
Wow.
started around that time too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
so your
It was
background, tell us
different.
about your background. I think you said something about dancing.
Yes. So growing up in Haiti, because I grew up in Haiti, my mom, she put us in all the fun activity, but most of our activity was dancing. Like we were very athletic, but we performing arts. So we danced at school. We went to Saturday dance school. And then when I moved down here, when I moved to New York, to Brooklyn, with the language, I really couldn't communicate. But when I would make so much friends. Like people wanted to be my friend because I was a dancer. I just kept dancing all the way to college.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. I mean, I definitely can see that in your performance for sure.
Thank you. And then my college didn't have a major in dancing, so I minor in dance.
Oh, you minor in dance. And your nationality, you're a Haitian. So are you like repping for, do you get a lot of fans on Instagram, repping for Haiti? Yeah.
I do. Yes, I do. And I wonder if how when they introduce you to Olympia, I wish they can say from it, because I guess I'm not coming from Haiti to compete here.
No, you can.
No, you can. They said, yeah, when you fill out your profile, your actual country on there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to change that.
Because I thought about doing that too if I ever came back, but clearly, girl, I'm still not coming back to the stage. But you definitely can put your country on there, because look at Jen Dory. She still has Canada on there, and she lives in Vegas. So.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Sure.
We have a hate fan base. Yeah.
So we talked about, how you got, into competing, and so what is your support system? Are you married? Are you dating? What's going on with Vania? You want to slide
my
in
boyfriend.
It's what?
I live with my boyfriend. No, we live together.
I got a man and I can keep one too.
We've been together since, say, my first bodybuilding show. He was there.
So you got one, and then you got me, and then we got in another one. Okay,
I sure did.
Okay.
Yeah, we met in Brooklyn, and then when I moved down in Tennessee, we kind of broke, and then we picked things back up a year later, and he's like, I want to do this, and he moved down here for me, and then we've been together since then.
Okay, well that's so cute.
Yeah. And he does not do bodybuilding. He doesn't do bodybuilding.
Yeah, so how does he support you with that?
He doesn't do bodybuilding. He supports me 100%. He usually helped me with my meals. Although before, he used to mess it up all the time because he wants to do more seasoning.
Adding extra oil and seasoning on the food.
But at least he's there.
So he wants all that good food. I'm like, no, we can't have that. And
go ahead.
Yeah, and me eating clean, he doesn't mind it, he still enjoy Tuesday, or if he wants to have his little food or drink, he still has it, but it's never let's have this with me. He doesn't force me to indulge.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anything, he's like, are you supposed to have that? Is that on your diet?
Right.
I'm like, you need
your perfect accountability partner in the home.
That's good.
Yes.
So,
it definitely helps.
Your glam for Arnold. What color you wearing? Are you gonna stick with you wore blue? Is it blue purple?
I'm gonna stick with the Olympia blue, but I'm gonna have that at Charlotte. It's like a bluish
purple.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring both suit. So the glam gonna be very similar to the Olympia. I thought about doing red, but I think red won't work.
Red? Oh
Yeah.
no, girl. Not at the Arnold. Try that for another show, like
Yeah, something
I
cool
always
like a
wanted
blue.
Yeah, I was looking at the
Blue work.
background of the stage. I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna it's not gonna work.
So about your hair.
It's probably gonna be I'm thinking about doing it straight.
Ooh.
I like curls on you.
I do like curls.
I would like to see straight on you. It depends on if it's a middle part, side part.
Body wave.
Body
Yeah, I'm
wave.
thinking
Okay.
like some
Listen to the glam coach. Listen to the glam
Body
coach.
wave.
Don't
Not
listen to
wave,
me.
just
that
a
side
little,
part.
like a Farrah Fawcett.
Okay, we're gonna go with body wave. Yes.
Body
Yeah.
wave.
Now,
Yeah.
do you usually wear your hair in that like brunette or that black or jet black? Do you have a preference?
I like the brunette look, but sometimes, like, I remember when I won Nashville Fit Show, it was brunette look and on that stage. But then I went to do another show, and it didn't look good.
Yeah.
But I've never tried jet black. I don't know how jet black will look on me. I don't know if it will be too dark.
I think a natural black, natural brown.
I love a jet
brownish,
black.
That's
jet
fine.
black all day. All
Yeah,
day.
so good in jet black, but people have skin tones. Okay.
No, the one I wore for the Olympia was natural, so we're gonna stick to the natural. I do like the brunette a lot, but it just it looks more like orange.
Yeah, depending on the light on the stage lighting. Yeah, you want to be safe because you don't know exactly what what they're going to do with that stage.
Yes.
Well, that's cute. That sounds really cool. I'm excited for you.
We don't ask her any. We have asked her so many questions. Do you have any questions? So right now you're training. You're doing posing. Is that what you do for every? So that's your life now.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
How are they treating you in Tennessee? How is that whole bodybuilding down
I
there?
love them.
Okay.
I love this. I feel like I always give them credit because I feel like they helped me get my pro card. The year that I got my pro card in 2019, no, I think it said in 2018. 2018, I did show in Tennessee, but I did one show in Tennessee. It was the last show in 2018, and Mo was judging. And when I did it, I got great feedback. Like, okay, you got to go to Junior USA, Junior Now to get your pro card the following. I said, I will. And the plan was to do, I was going to do Nashville Fit Show, Junior USA, and Junior Now. I did Nashville Fit Show. Mo was judging, and the whole Tennessee crew was there. And when I got off stage, and everybody was like, you need to get that girl to Junior USA. At that time, my card just broke down. I don't know what's going on. I was like, I don't have the money to go to Junior. And everybody came together and got me to Junior USA.
That's a blessing.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
They paid for one paid for my hotel, one paid for my glam, one paid for my thing. I already had my suit. It was just like a team effort. You need to go to Junior USA.
That is awesome. Yeah. Now, can you tell us like roughly what it would cost you as a pro bikini to just do a show, like just, some numbers that people would have to save towards?
I'll tell you, we're talking about hotel.
Everything. Just like say you wanted to do one show, 2 shows that year. What would that cost you?
It can be 5,000. No.
Yeah, that sounds pretty close.
Only like if you go into Cali's flight at like 800 and up.
But yeah.
I've been to muscle contest.
I don't hear it.
Y'all don't get on spirit for no bodybuilding show now.
You might not make it.
You might not make it there. And then you're really losing some money.
You're gonna get there the day of the show.
Girl.
Don't take that chance, people. Maybe when you're going back home, take spirit, but not before you.
But yeah, I mean, it costs a lot. And I know that's why a lot of people do their makeup, they do their hair. For me, like the makeup, I don't know, some I can do it. It's the eye part. Like the eye part is just,
it's tedious.
Anxiety. It's like a lot.
Yeah.
But the hair, time I save money and like do my own hair, like if it's straight, like if I'm doing it straight, yeah, I do my. If I do curls, I really have to wake up soon because there's one side that looks good and then the other side I don't know. It's not curls, but
Girl.
yeah.
Yeah.
I want to know, I mean, you've been competing for a long time, so I want to know what your why is. Like, what makes you keep going as hard as you're going? Because you have gone hard. Like, there was one year I felt like it was like the last show or so, and you were just not going to make the Olympia. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like, what's going on?
It was my first year. My first year making the Olympia, I did 10 show.
Okay.
The Olympia was 11.
Woo.
Yeah, I was on a mission. I was like, because the year before 2020, I missed the Olympia by 1 point.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. Looking back, I was not ready. But, you know, it still hurt because, you know, you're so close. I didn't make it. So 2021, I was like, yeah, I am getting to that Olympia stage.
So what is your why? What is driving you to keep being so resilient?
I just want to be that person that inspire people to, like, when they look at me, they're like, if she can do it, I can do it too.
I love that. I think a lot of people don't understand what representation in the sport for Black women means. So we try to rally around a lot of women of color that are in the sport that are doing well because we see representation. So I love that you keep going and you want to be that representation for people because look at myself, like it gets tiring. It's tiring and it's expensive. You're not going to place how you want to place. And it really does take some.
You get discouraged.
You're discouraged.
Right. You know, I mean, you might get depressed about it because I remember at a point I was like, almost like I didn't like my body anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I was, oh my God, my legs are too big. Oh my God, my glutes are, you know, to a point like I started myself different. And I was like, no, like I need to be on that stage and I need to show everyone that we can do this and I can still look good off season with thick fullness. And when it comes to prep, I can be as lean as I can get, you know, but like we need to have that reputation. Like I remember when I studied bodybuilding, I remember being Bianca, but Bianca was taller than me.
Bianca Berry.
She seemed taller.
Mm-hmm. And Ashley, when I first came in,
Bianca Berry. But for some of us, we do have that lower body dominance. It's before wellness. Right. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
And I
remember at a point they were like,
especially islanders, especially Haitians.
Yes.
A lot of Haitians on my team, and y'all got thick thighs. Y'all are blessed with those thick thighs.
It's the rice. It's the rice, Kay.
It's the rice? Oh, Lord, let me stop eating rice.
But, you know, I just remember seeing her. Do you remember the twins?
Yes.
Twins. They were a little bit short.
Yeah, they're from Texas.
Yeah, and I think one of them, I followed them on Instagram. Yeah. But I remember looking up to them. I was like, okay, they look good. I can do this. But they had the big glutes. It was different back then. So the glutes were still big. The legs weren't that big, but they still had the muscle and stuff. And I was like, I can do this. But as the sports started going in a different direction, it was like, your legs are too big. Your legs are too big. Your glutes are too big. You need to come in smaller. You know, and then the more I kept hearing that, I would look up to see like, okay, is somebody else doing it? I wasn't finding someone. I couldn't find someone that was short like me, that had big legs. And I was like, okay, I'm doing this regardless. It was just like, okay, like I need to be that person.
Yeah. Now we got to look up, and there you are.
Yeah, now we can look up Vania.
Yeah.
But even Sonia, when you turned pro, I remember looking at you. I was like, okay, if she can, I can do it too. Because that was look,
you know it's so funny. You know it's so funny. When Sonia went pro, I called Kay because I seen Sonia at a pro show, and I was like, hey, at nationals. And I was like, dang, you know, we in the same boat with these legs, right? So as soon as she went pro, and I had to figure out who her coach was, I was like, it's no way. Next year, look, next year I went pro.
Yeah.
Listen, so I remember she had legs, she had boots. I was like,
Okay, she had body. I was like, but I know
on
what she
the
came
Arnold
from.
stage,
Yo,
On the
on
Arnold
the Arnold
stage, right?
stage, the only pro card. I was like, okay, we doing this. And then it split. You know, we don't want the big glutes, the big legs at all. You know, it's lean, balance, and this and that. It's just like,
You
it's
know, one
hard.
thing, like you said, I've never seen anyone, except for before that 2015 where the girls did look different. It was a softer look, a little bit
Mhm.
fuller. I had never seen anyone either, even though it was Bianca Berry and, like you said, Houston Ashley, their legs wasn't big. It was still kind of proportionate to their body. So if I started competing and wellness was out, that would have been a category for me, like instantly, right?
Yeah,
But
me
one
too.
thing I felt about the Arnold, like we were able to bring like my best look. And like I tell people, when you show up undeniable, it doesn't matter what you look like. Doesn't matter if
I
you don't
know.
even fit that bikini mold. You are going to win, period. So you just got to come undeniable
It's just
for
like
yourself.
something about that day. It's just
Yeah.
something about that day.
Yeah.
I remember when Cindy called me, for the first call out, and then she switched me in that middle, and I was like, okay. And then at that time, that's when they started doing 6 girls. So you really didn't know, like, if you first or second, and it was
yeah.
junior Nash. So it was just like, all right. But I can see it in their face, like the way they look at you, the way I tell my opposing client that said, when a judge like you, they're going to keep staring at you until you get off that stage.
Yep.
Because you draw so much attention, they can't keep their eyes off you.
that is
I
true.
remember we did one show together and I said, Vanya, this is not your show. I said, you should be in front of Sandy all the time, every single
I
time.
remember you saying that.
Because
It was optimum.
it was optimum. I said, this is not your show. I said, I promise you, you're in front of Sandy every single time, you're going to do well. And I think, did you win your Olympian qualification in front of Sandy?
I did.
She likes you. I know when a judge likes someone, like,
yeah,
there's just a certain physique every judge like. And I think, Kay, we talked about, always kind of being in front of the judge that kind of favors your physique because you just have a better chance.
Yes.
Well,
oh, you're breaking up.
What did you say?
the time is ticking. Time is.
Oh,
Dang.
we're going to count down.
Countdown.
So, Vanya, is there anything that you want to leave the people with? Any fun fact, anything you want them to know about you, or just leave us with something?
What I stand behind is keep improving, keep showing up.
Mm-hmm.
Have to show up to show your improvement. If you want the judges to take you serious, if this is what you really love, like bodybuilding is it, you love it, you want to do this, you want to go to the next level, you want to see how far you can go, you have to show up. You can't take 2 years and then come back. If things happen, I understand that family, things like that happen. But when you hear people say, oh, I took 2 years to grow, you were out of the game for 2 years. Do you know how much things change within 2 years? Within 3 months?
So you're saying I don't have a chance coming back?
Shut up, Sonia. I don't know what you said.
No, man. I'm just saying you're going to have to work a lot harder, to catch up. Because think about it, like the top Olympian, right? We are still trying to climb, still trying to go. And then you have someone that, haven't been in the industry for 2 years. I mean, their comeback got to be really strong, or they will have to try to catch up to the rest of us.
Right. And you are one of those people I'm looking forward to seeing on the Arnold stage. But interesting enough that you said that, I would like to see what Angelica does, because she's also one of those people who took some time off.
Right. But she didn't take time off because she wanted to. She got pregnant. She had 2 kids.
She
had 2 kids. I
got 2 kids.
Wow.
So I feel like sometimes I see athletes get mad after they took some time off, came back, and they're like, oh, the judging criteria is wrong, or this and that is wrong. And it's like, you for so long.
Yeah.
You have to be, at least you have to be in the judge's face for them to remember you. Unless you like someone like Angelica, you know, like you already made it. So of course everybody gonna know you.
Right. That's true. That's true.
You know? That's like, I mean,
What's the other girl who had the baby and came back? She used to always wear that black suit.
India.
Yeah, her.
India.
Mhm.
Yeah, she did good too. She had a good comeback. She had a good comeback.
But even let's look at Ashley K's comeback when she did her first 2 show. It took her a while to get her legs.
It did take her a minute to get back in the mix.
She has totally transformed her physique too.
I know, but it took her a while. Like I remember when she came back and we looking at like her picture from back then to now, it's a different Ashley. But she worked so hard for it, nonstop, after show after show. You know, but at the same time, Ashley had already made that name for herself.
Yeah, she has that title forever.
A little bit of time to get back to that top 3.
So let me ask you, do you think that Ashley will become Miss Olympia again?
Oof,
holding down that third spot now. It's been a few years in a row.
That is tough.
People, Vania, you can tell the people, we won't judge you.
I think she will get second unless a little bit more muscle. If Ashley has a little bit more muscle, she can get that first place.
Okay, y'all heard it here first from Vania Auguste herself.
I really think. I think she's a great like ambassador for the sport. Mm-hmm. You know, she's a serious athlete. You know, she take this is her out. But when she get on stage, sometimes compared to like the top 2 girls, she's always like the smallest. You know, and it's been time where like, you know, I remember at Pittsburgh when we were getting feedback, she was kind of right next to me. I was able to hear it, and they were saying like, you need to grow a little bit more muscle. It's just if she has the muscle, the upper body muscle, for sure.
That is interesting.
Well. Y'all heard it. We are excited to see you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Arnold. Okay, I will be there in person. So we're excited to see you. Make sure y'all go follow Vania. Tell them your Instagram, Facebook, where they can follow you and get.
Yes, your Instagram, your posing, your coaching. Tell them everything.
So, and my Instagram is IFBB Pro _fit Vanu 1 VANO. But honestly, if you type my name VANIA, last name Auguste and E, you're gonna. It's it's the first one that pop up. And then in the link on the bio, you'll see like if you want to do posing with me, or if you want to do a consultation for coaching, and then all the links for like the sponsors or like codes that can save you some money. Just click on that link. A lot of money.
When I return to the master stage, I will hire you as my posing coach. Okay, thank you.
Girl, shut up.
You're returning this year, right? This year.
I wish. You know, they have this new rule now that if you're judging, you can't compete. So it's like, okay.
Yeah. I heard about that. Yeah.
We will see. Maybe when I'm 50, I'll be back.
Well, it's great having you, Vania. We'll see you on.
Thank you for coming on. Thank you for coming
so
on.
much, ladies.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good night.
You as well.
Bye.
Thank you.
Is it on?
There we go. Y'all, so we just wrapped up Vania Auguste IFBB Bikini Pro.
It was fun.
Yes.
It's so sweet. I love her. She's always had that personality. You know, like Houston said, her posing, her physique, everything has gotten so much impressive and more impressive. So I am definitely rooting for her, guys. Where do you guys think she will fall?
Great representation for us.
I don't. You know what? Because it's 12 girls. I don't know, but I think she's gonna be top 5.
At least.
You think she's gonna be top 5? I mean, if she's top 5,
at least top 7.
Like,
she need to be top 5. Top 5. Top 5.
Oh, pass out. I'm like, I'm returning. Forget judging. Here I come.
Okay, I know. Watch this young lady from when she was an amateur to pro. And when I tell you she's resilient, like she don't let no one stop her. Like even though her legs was bigger, even though she was coming in big, she still kept going. A lot of competitors, they get discouraged and it gets in their mind, judge said this. What she did, she turned that junk around and just, oh, you're going to see me on stage. And that's the
right.
type of competitors we coaches like. We don't want no competitors that be like, oh, they get all this girl. We don't want that. Next. You're not here for this sport. If you soft, you're not here. Okay?
But I like what she said too. You know, when you see someone like her who wants it, you have people that rally around you and support you to get you to where you want to go. And I think that's just that law of attraction. So good for Vania. I love the representation.
Good, great energy. She always, I never
Humble.
had, energy.
Very much so.
She's very humble. So I love that about her.
Well, that's the wrap up for this show. Let's see who we're going to have next week. Y'all make sure y'all hit us up and let us know who y'all want to see on Fit Beauties Talk.
Yes.
Your host,
Send us some DMs. Let us know.
Sonia, Kfitbarbie 2.
I'm number 2.
And Houston.
Okay, I'm here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys.